Hello everybody and welcome back to the Universary. Today I have two small claims cases for you. This first one is before the Honorable Judge Webster in Kansas, I'm so sorry. And this is Jimmy Gooch versus Janae Labonte. And although Miss Labonte doesn't show up for the hearing, the judge does read in her answer to the record, so we do actually get to see her side of things or hear it. I hope you enjoy.
And then Ms. Shirley, I think we have one for you with you today.
Yes, Your Honor.
We are now on the record in the 13th Judicial District, the District Court of Greenwood County, Kansas, case number 2024 LM31, Jimmy Walter Gooch plaintiff versus Janae Labonte defendant. Ms. Marianne Shirley, attorney, appearing for Jimmy Walter Gooch plaintiff, and I think I saw a portion of him a while ago. He's with you, Ms. Shirley?
He is with me, Your Honor, but I can't get that second camera to work. Yeah.
Okay, understood. I do not see the defendant. Has she checked in yet, Missy?
No, she has not. She filed an answer yesterday. So I don't know that she was going to show up today.
Did she serve that on you, Miss Shirley?
No.
Okay, answer to petition. She says she denies some or all statements. She admits ownership, possession, denies she entered a rental agreement, denies she failed to pay, denies she owes, denies the court should give notice of termination, denies receipt of termination agreement and notice to leave, denies damages. She admits, quote, I have not received petition. Until so, I will not blindly admit to anything. I do not know what the claims are, end quote. I deny the following additional statements from the petition, quote, I have not received a petition, end quote. Under three defenses, she handwrites, quote, I have not received a petition. I'm not sure what the claims are, but definitely are not worthy of an eviction, end quote. Under counterclaims, she handwrites inappropriate and unwelcomed advances, intrusive behavior, and a refusal to stop. I felt so uncomfortable as he was finding any excuse to come to the house that I severed all contact and made it clear that I would be putting rent in an envelope and leaving it under his business door on Main Street. It has benefits it has been this way for about a year now. Continuing with quote number 2, within the past 4 months, I dealt with plumbing, sewage, backing up in toilet, shower, and kitchen sink on 2 more occasions. And then she goes on a full handwritten page with conditions 3 through 8. Looks like condemning the property, criticizing the property. She checks a box that she's made repairs to the property at her own expense, but does not put in a dollar amount. And she requests that the court deny the plaintiff's claims in judgment, that the court orders plaintiff to make necessary repairs, and that she be awarded any other relief. And she did sign that and put in all of her contact information.
Oh, good.
I have a curiosity, though, of how she can admit and deny without having seen the petition. Do we have, as is typical, my computer is not working. So Missy has to copy off things for me. Well, let me just ask you, Miss Shirley, do you have a copy of service?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that what you're showing me there?
Yes, it was Deputy Harris served it to her let's see, it was actually filed, let's see, the 29th at 5 p.m.
Personal service, residential. Missy, can you get
Personal service.
personal service?
Petition is simply one page requesting the $2,400. She hasn't made a payment since last October. So it's $300 a month. It's $2,400. And the pre-eviction notice was also filed and signed.
The actual petition here, because I was reading from, here's her answer. Eviction summons clearly set May 2nd at 10 a.m. at the courthouse here. And clearly says if you do not answer or appear, and she did answer, then the judge may enter a judgment. The answer was filed yesterday. Okay. Well, what is the plaintiff's position then today, Ms. Shirley?
Well, Your Honor, we gave her, she has not made a full payment for a couple of years. In October, she did make one $300 payment, and they haven't paid a dime since then. We had the notice on her door February the 8th. They haven't made contact. Her significant other, or whoever she's living with, has offered to work on a car and sell the car or give him the car, but they haven't made a payment. They haven't done anything. Nothing. No attempts at all. And my client denies that they have ever made any allegations that there were any repairs needed other than what it was when actually the original rental agreement was with her former significant other, who moved out 2 or 3 years ago, and Mr. Gooch let her stay there, you know, if she made payments. And, you know, the last, I guess the new boyfriend isn't as well-to-do as the last boyfriend was. So we haven't had any consistent payments at all. Basically, we just want them gone. Oh, and we're junking up the yard. He talked to the boyfriend the last time he talked to the boyfriend, because he's had no contact with her since prior to October, about cleaning up the yard. And instead of cleaning it up, he moved stuff around. So, and you know, Mr. Gooch has got several properties around town, and then we have the city cleanup stuff that he keeps trying to stay ahead of. And this is one that is not under his control at this point.
All right, so Janae Labont has continued to live at the property beyond the tenancy of the original contract.
Yes.
And then you said, does the significant other actually live there, stay there from time to time? Does he need to be evicted?
Yes, that's why I put in all other unknown occupants, because we don't know his name.
Okay. So you're wanting the eviction, and then
Right.
You're wanting judgment for rent in the amount of $2,400. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And the defendant filed an answer yesterday, which she did not serve on plaintiff and did not bother to come today, even though she was, according to Deputy Devin Harris, given actual notice. So it is now 10:26. The eviction summons does give notice to the defendant that this hearing would take place 10 a.m. on May 2nd, 2024 at the courthouse. We are at the courthouse and by Zoom. It is 10:27 a.m. on May 2nd with no contact from the defendant. So the eviction is granted, judgment in favor of the plaintiff, as well as eviction of Janae Labont and all unknown occupants. And judgment in the amount of $2,400 for rent is also granted, as well as
in cost.
and costs and interest at 12%, the legal rate. You're not seeking attorney's fees, Miss Shirley?
I don't think it would be, I don't think it would do any good, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Well, that is the judgment of the court. And Miss Shirley, if you'd please journalize all of that.
I will do that. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll be in recess and you are excused.
So this second case is before Judge Brett Buckley out of Thurston County, Washington. We have Wayne Smith versus Amazon. And Amazon is represented by an attorney, and Mr. Smith represents himself. And I just thought this was a nice case to see because the little guys don't get enough wins. All right, I hope you enjoy.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Amazon has filed a request for continuance in this case. We're happy to still try to mediate the matter today, but I wanted to know what you thought about that. I was told by the clerk that you would rule on that today.
Yep. I'll give you a chance to talk to Mr. Smith, and if it can't be resolved, we'll bring you back in. We can talk about a continuance.
Oh, thank you.
And Mr. Smith and Amazon, Ms. Mayehu. Say your last name again for me, please.
It's Alamayu.
Say it again.
Alamayu.
Alamayu. Okay, thank you. Not as bad or difficult as I made it sound. All right, Mr. Smith, your thoughts on the request from Amazon to have some time to look into your claim and continue this matter?
Yeah, that's fine with me. As long as we don't continue it too far in the future, but we can continue discussions to try to resolve it. I'm open for that.
All right.
Only because, Your Honor, I have a situation where I have a contract to go to Dubai to teach and counsel for 2 years. And I'm actually scheduled to leave next month, June. I have 2 weeks to train before I actually leave the end of June to Dubai for 2 years. I won't be back actually for another 12 months. So I was trying to resolve it before then. And Miss Lily, she did respond to me about a month or so ago once, and then never responded back till just recently. So I've been trying to negotiate with them for several months now, but she actually contacted me one time and then never responded back for about 3 or 4 weeks. And so I let her know that I have a situation where I'll be going to Dubai for a couple of years, which has already been scheduled out. Leaving.
And when do you depart for Dubai?
I think it's around June to the 30th, I think, because I actually be in California for 2 weeks. So the end of June is when I actually leave. I have 2 different dates I can choose from. I can actually choose again July. They gave me another date to choose, like the middle of July. So I will have, that's my last point of accepting the offer to depart is around July, I think 16th or 20th.
Okay. And Ms. Alimehu, what's your thought on the date for the continuance return?
It's my understanding that the small claim calendar is held on Fridays. Is that correct?
It is correct.
Okay, so I can do June 14th, June 21st. I think I can also do June 7th as well, as long as it's early.
Okay, so yeah, so I think we're either looking at June 14th or 21st, Mr. Smith.
14th would be better.
Okay, and Amazon will be ready on that date, Ms. Alamehu?
Yes, I've been having pretty extensive communication with Mr. Smith. We just needed him to provide us with some additional details. I think now we should have all that we need to evaluate the claim.
Okay, all right. We'll set it for I think we said the 14th of June. And it'll be in this exact process back here before us. if the two of you come to a resolution prior to that date, if you would kindly let us know that so we can strike the case from the calendar. But otherwise, you will be on the calendar for the 14th of June at 9 o'clock Pacific Coast time. For that, I think you're back in North Carolina. Is that right, Mr. Smith?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, so noon your time, 9 hour time, and the same Zoom information.
Okay.
Thank you.
And just, heads up, I'll put you right back through the same mediation process prior to going to trial if the matter has not yet been resolved. But if, like I said, if it's been resolved, just give us a email or a call and let us know, and then we'll strike it from the calendar.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you both.
Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
You too. Have a good one.
And let's see, you want to give me Sterling and Tercios? And also then Westcott Murray Cutler. Right, I'll just be in my office, Chase. So just let me know when they're ready on either of the other two. Great. Right, and Ms. Alamehu, it's my understanding that Mr. Smith and Amazon have reached an agreement and wish to just make a record of that agreement.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes,
So
Your Honor.
we've entered into an independent settlement agreement. Mr. Smith has agreed to sign Amazon's form settlement agreement, and we'll be able to resolve this without the help of the court, I believe, just as long as Mr. Smith is agreed.
Okay. And for the record, why don't you just state the terms of the agreement?
So Amazon will be, once the settlement agreement is executed and we receive Mr. Smith's wire transfer information, we will be transferring him within 30 days a sum of $550.
All right. And Mr. Smith, that's your understanding?
Yes. Well, also, I just want to make one change to Lily. Actually, I would prefer the check. I'm going to give you the correct address to send the check to, not the wire transfer. I'm sorry if I made a mistake. Spoke too fast there. So there actually be, you can send me the check to the address. I'll send you the address via email.
That's fine.
Okay. So with that agreement, Amazon's good with that agreement?
Yep, that's really fine with me.
Okay. And Mr. Smith, you're good?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Sorry, just
Okay.
one last request would be that we would request this matter be dismissed with the court.
With the agreement of the parties, it will be dismissed. All right.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
I
We
appreciate
you.
you being willing to speak to each other. And Marnie, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Marnie. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Marty.
And
Thank
Marnie,
you, Your Honor.
as the rep for the DRC folks, they did an awesome job this morning.
Oh, good. Did we get some more settlements?
So far, everything's being settled.
Oh, that's good.
We have one case still in mediation, but
Okay.
DRC rises to the occasion once again.
Some days are good. Some days are
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Today was
Every
good.
day I have you guys is good.
All right. Thank you so much, Judge.
All right. Have a great weekend.
Okay, bye-bye.